A young man stood there, his dark eyebrows and distinct features giving him a handsome appearance. Dimples formed when he smiled, but the smile vanished in the next moment. Clink. A bowl meant for washing faces crashed to the ground, its fragments scattering. Damn it, damn it. No amount of good looks could fix the frustration of being unable to log out. Even after 3 days, the response remained unchanged. Whoever thought of creating something like this is a crazy bastard. As I cursed, the warnings echoed in my mind. Player cannot randomly log out. Player cannot resurrect in the middle of death. To sum it up, it was simple. I was currently trapped in a martial arts genre game called Murim. Random logouts were impossible, and if my character died, I would die for real. Haha. What kind of nonsense is this? But this was my reality. I couldn't log out, and even after waiting for 3 days for someone to rescue me from the outside, nothing happened. Although I couldn't confirm the fact about death, it seemed likely to be true. But there is a way. The words, "player cannot randomly log out," meant that if I satisfied a certain condition, it would allow me to log out. If that's the case, I'll level up through quests. This was the solution I arrived at after 3 days of contemplation. Survival was an essential requirement. In order to live, I needed to find a safe place, and it would be even better if I could get help from someone else. And I know just the place. At that moment, Walwa's voice echoed from outside the room. "Master Gene, the carriage is ready." The carriage was ready not to take the SSS Rank Hunter Gene Taekyung home, but the Gene Taekyung of the Gene family. The borrowed carriage from the brothel was large and flamboyant. The driver remained silent, a feature that suited my current mood. Confirming quest. Accept/reject. Over the past 3 days, I opened the window a dozen times, afraid of the unknown. But now I wouldn't hesitate. Accept. Ring. But Murim is an unknown place. Starting now, you will have to use the only strength available to you, the system. Rank. Tutorial quest chain. Restriction. First registration. Mission. Distribute and confirm character points. Distribute and confirm skill set. Equip inventory. Reward. Sharp spear. Quest chain progression. If it's like this, I can get it done quickly. It was an obvious progression. Even though it was an abnormal game, in the end it was still just a game. I thought of my past in the online games I used to play. Confirming status window. Son of a noble family. All abilities +5, fame +50. Shame of the family. All abilities -5, fame -50. What is this? I blinked my eyes. It felt like someone hit me on the back of my head. I was from Taiyuan's Gene family. I came from a Murim family, but I was only at level 10? Is this real? I felt my neck get stiff when I read the rest of the status window. The benefits of son of a noble family were completely canceled out by shame of the family. I'm the idiot for looking forward to anything. Even though my character was born in a good family, training took the back burner, and he was just a rich playboy lost to alcohol and women. He wasn't a disgrace to the family for nothing. I'm screwed. The die is cast. I just need to swallow it and move on. The good thing was my abilities were at the start. It was a benefit to be able to raise the abilities I wanted. With sharp eyes, I looked at my status window. This isn't a simple game. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. I shouldn't think of this as a simple game. This is an issue that has to do with life or death. Like when I was a student playing RPG games, I put it all into strength, all into agility. Doing this will make me go straight to the goal. My eyes, which were moving restlessly, stopped. Should I put it into my chi, experience, or skills? In the real world, top hunters use mana, or it can also be called chi. Usually in martial art novels, the old man is young and is able to chew, tear into, taste, and have fun with Murim masters. First calmly. 1 point into experience. Bick. Right. I was prepared for this. I didn't expect much anyway. This infuriating system. Chi is the exception. Excluding Chi, there were 5 remaining abilities: strength, stamina, agility, intelligence, and charm. I decided to disregard intelligence and charm. They won't help. Survival and logging out were my goals, not acing exams or dating. Fortuitously, my 7 years as a hunter gave me clarity on what I needed to survive. Stamina and strength 30 points each. Agility 40. After careful consideration, I settled on a final decision. Normal strength, agile dodging, and stamina. A combat style I'd mastered over the past 7 years. Yes, and at that moment. Ring. A total of 100 points. My body underwent a transformation as the points were distributed. From top to bottom, from within, I could feel the system strengthening me. Everything converged and released. Like devouring the sun, smoke rose from my body. When it dissipated, I opened my eyes. I was astonished. Unbeknownst to me, my voice trembled. Not because I was unaccustomed to this feeling. I'd felt it once before, 7 years ago. How could I forget? That day when I was a helpless 20-year-old. Awakening. The awakening that arrived unannounced. When I opened my eyes again, it felt like I was chosen. Among the 0.1%, I was awakened. The joy I felt that day still startled me. Why here? Feeling bewildered, the system roused me. Ring. Licking my dry lips, I gathered my thoughts. Right, let's focus. Only 2 more to complete. Confirming skill window. Remaining points, 100. You are unable to use martial arts. Due to not training for a long time, you have forgotten how to use techniques. Opening the skill window was a good idea. I found wise man time. 1, 2, 3. Did I miscount? Or was it the small text confusing me? I focused on the text. 1, 2, 3, and 3. The gene family cultivation technique, the gene family spear technique, and the gene family footwork. All the skills Gene Taekyung, that's me, possessed. I had forgotten all 3. I'm losing it. And if I died, it would be due to Weibyong. I calmed myself and examined the skill window calmly. Right. In the future, I just needed to learn martial arts. Having remaining points is better than nothing. I controlled myself and examined the skill window once more. Certain phrases caught my eye, possibly because my skill window was so empty. External state and internal state. I've seen this in a lot of martial art novels. External state dealt with physical strength and veins, while internal state concerned muscles and bones. That meant internal force was crucial for internal state, and external force was crucial for external state. But I opted to focus more on my external state. The reason was simple. I needed to choose what was most familiar to me to survive. In reality, I was an SSS Rank Hunter, akin to a third-rate warrior in Murim. To use magic or red auras with my abilities was unimaginable. Someone who has eaten meat eats it well. Someone already using internal energy is the one who uses it. The combat style I was familiar with was akin to external energy. External state 60. Internal state 40. Yes, apply. At that moment, a different kind of pleasure, or perhaps pain, swept over me. From deep within, I heard my bones twisting. Kook. How many seconds? How many minutes? I don't know. As the pain subsided, I gasped for breath, and my reward awaited me. My physique. It was different. Broader shoulders, firmer muscles from front to back. My clothes, once loose, now too tight. Before, I couldn't feel anything when making a fist. Now, I felt the strength in tendons. I became stronger, a sensation unfamiliar in real life. Because I don't have a system. Stamina, physical strength, flexibility could grow through training, but tangible growth was only measurable. But in Murim, everything was different. Through the status window, I not only saw my abilities but improved them. Unsure of where it would end, I could only know by going. I'm going to get stronger, and I'll survive. For 7 years, I'd fought numerous monsters, days with no scratches and days teetering on death. There was no Murim Gene Taekyung without the SSS Rank Hunter Gene Taekyung. Experience. Courage. I'm going to get stronger, and I'm going to survive. As I made that decision and clenched my fist, the system alarm went off. Ring. Only one task remained. Confirming inventory. Ring. For a basic item, the description was simple. Use item. I felt a refreshing sensation for 1 second, and before I knew it, I wore a set of black robes. In martial art novels, the hero wore a bandana tightly around his forehead and leather shoes instead of silk shoes. Would I even seem like a warrior? Store item. The silk clothes I was holding disappeared. Inventory. This is really convenient. Depending on how I used it, it could be useful in battles. If I had an inventory, raids would be really comfortable. You wouldn't even have to fight monsters. You could easily earn money by collecting magic stones. But it's not going to work. Because it's a game. It's over once I log out. Although it's a mystery whether I'll be able to log out or not. Ring. A new reward. I instantly went to go check my inventory. If the status window and the skill window are both a mess, then wouldn't it make sense to give a good item? But then again, if I thought about what happened before, if it's this much, then I'm a Yangban. Equip item. The instant I grabbed the spear. Ring. What? Ready? For what? I haven't even opened up the quest window yet, though. The answer came from an unexpected place. The driver spoke up for the first time. Master Nim. Yes. There's a small problem. What are you talking about all of a sudden? Ring. There is a saying that there need to be results from what you've learned. Defeat the bandits that have appeared suddenly. Rank. Tutorial quest chain. Restriction. First registration. Mission. Eradicate bandits. Incomplete. Reward. Full recovery. Quest chain. Failure. Death. Bullshit. It's a small problem.